Jesus is Lord. He's not only Lord, but He is my personal Lord and Savior. Well, this morning I'm doing check rice and gravy. As you can see, I steamed my okra. I made sure it was well steamed with a little bit of water. And once the okra was steamed, I added my spinach to it. And I turned my stove on very low heat, and I just cover the spinach up and just let it sit. The reason is because you don't want to cook your spinach. You just want your spinach to heat up because you don't want to overcook your vegetable like spinach. Overcooking your spinach will cause all your vitamins to be taken away from the spinach. So I just put the spinach over the okra and set it on very low heat. Then I went ahead and I cut up my chicken. I cut up my fish because I will be using seasoning and fish for my gravy. And then I went ahead and I seasoned it. When it comes to seasoning, you can use exactly the kind of seasoning you love best. For me, I love my food very hot. I love a lot of spice, so I use a lot of spice in cooking. I'm a spicy kind of girl. But you can go ahead and season your food, your chicken and your fish exactly the way you want. I season the chicken first. As you see, put it in the bowl. That's a quicker way to season it without getting your hands dirty. And then I season the fish after. There you go. See how good it look. Now I put some vegetable oil. I did not put a lot of oil. As you can see, it was just a little bit of oil that I put in that pan. And I started to put in my chicken and my fish. I was able to fry both the chicken and the fish in the same pan because I used a very large pan in frying my meat. So both chicken and fish was able to get in the pan. Another thing, remember to keep it on a very low heat. Yes, fry your fish and your chicken on a very low heat, because the reason why is because you want your chicken to be fully cooked. By the time it is fried, by the time it is brown, you want it to be fully well done chicken, and you want your fish to be well done. Remember, we are making a gravy, and we won't be using a lot of water in our gravy. So make sure you fry your chicken and your fish on very low heat. It may seem as though that the heat is high and it's frying fast. This is because I speed up the recording. But make sure to fry your fish and your chicken on very low heat. Next, I took it out, and then with the same oil that is already well seasoned, I added my onions and my garlic. I also added my celery. I added my carrots. I added my mushroom, and then I seasoned it to my taste. You can go ahead, add your black pepper seasoning, or just whatever seasoning you love best. Begin to add it now and saute your vegetable very well. After that, I went ahead and I added my yellow and green pepper. Once my carrot and my onions was well done, I added my yellow pepper and my green pepper. Lastly, I added my broccoli because, as I told you, I love my vegetable very crunchy. Then I went ahead, I put it aside on low heat, and I went ahead and I fried some potatoes. Just cut your potatoes up very large and fry it. Now, I added my tomatoes to my stir fry. I added my potatoes, my Irish potato that I fry. I added it. As you can see, is the liquid from the potato that is cooking my vegetable. Now that it is well done, everything is already done. Now I add my chicken to my gravy. As you can see, I'm adding my chicken. I stir it very well. I will cover it so that it can simmer. Once it is well steamed, I will lay my fish. Remember, we lay the fish right on top of the stew. You're not mixing it because you don't want your fish to break up. So I lay my fish on top of my stew, and then I'll cover it up. Now my stew, cover it up, put it on very low heat, and just let it simmer. Now with my spinach and my okra, it's time to beat the spinach and the okra. Make sure you beat your spinach and your okra very well. Now I empty my rice that was well cooked, and it's time to mix. Add some pink salt or whatever salt you have, and mix it very, very well. As you can see, it looks yummy. Mix it till every grain of rice is green. Make sure the entire rice is green. Mix it very well. The okra and the spinach in your rice, mix it very well till everything is green. Once you do that, it's time to serve. You can serve it the way you want to serve it. I pray you have a very blessed day. I pray that God will strengthen you this day to hear His voice and obey Him. I pray that your desires and the things you want to see done in your life will come to pass. Don't give up. God is in control. Please have a very blessed and fruitful day. Love you.